Pep Guardiola acknowledges Man City's slim chances of Premier League glory. Pep Guardiola has candidly admitted that Manchester City now has no chance of clinching the Premier League title, stressing that the team needs help in the transfer market. With only 2 victories in their last 14 matches across all competitions, Guardiola is facing his toughest stretch as a manager. Currently sitting in 5th place, they trail Liverpool by 14 points, despite having 1 game in hand. While we've witnessed Manchester City mount remarkable comebacks in title races before, achieving the league title from this position would be their most astonishing feat yet. Guardiola conceded the grim reality, stating on BBC's Match of the Day, "We are far from winning the Premier League. We accept that there's no chance of that happening, but we have other competitions to fight for, the FA Cup, a top 4 finish, and winning games will help." Even if Manchester City were to win all 19 remaining Premier League matches, they would still finish with just 88 points. In contrast, if Liverpool were to win all 20 of their remaining matches, they could secure 105 points. Chelsea and Arsenal are now seen as major title contenders, positioned 10 and 9 points behind Liverpool, respectively. Nottingham Forest, too, should not be overlooked. They are just 8 points shy of Liverpool but have played 1 game more than the other challengers. Manchester City's recent 2-0 victory over Leicester marked their first win in 6 matches, a much-needed relief for Guardiola, who was cheered on by fans after the game. "It wasn't the ideal performance, but I hope the victories will lift our spirits," Guardiola reflected on the match against Leicester. "We didn't have enough energy to sustain 90 minutes, but I hope that in the new year we can recover from this rough patch." Man City needs transfer market support. While it might be overly simplistic to attribute Manchester City's struggles solely to Rodri's absence, his injury has undeniably been a significant setback. The team is also missing key defenders John Stones and Ruben Dias, positions that Guardiola is keen to strengthen. "In some areas, we need help," Guardiola acknowledged. "When we're all together, we're the team we used to be, but with key players sidelined for weeks and months, it becomes very challenging. I expected the defenders to remain fit throughout the season, but we've been struggling. Our midfielders and defenders need support. The transfer market is what it is, it's not easy and it can be costly, so we'll see what the club can do. At least they have the resources to explore options, given their record-breaking and legitimate commercial revenue from last year." As Manchester City grapples with its current challenges, Guardiola's remarks have sparked discussions among fans and analysts about the club's future trajectory. The stark reality is that the team must not only navigate through the remainder of the season but also strategize for the upcoming transfer window. Guardiola's acknowledgement of needing reinforcements highlights a growing concern among supporters about the squad's depth and resilience. With crucial players sidelined, the reliance on a few stars becomes increasingly risky. The City manager hinted at the urgency of addressing these gaps, emphasizing, "We need to ensure we have the right players available to compete at the highest level." The implications of City's struggles extend beyond just this season. The club's reputation as a dominant force in English football is at stake. Failure to secure a Champions League spot could have long-term ramifications, affecting their ability to attract top talent in the future. The pressure is mounting, not only from within the club but also from a fan base that expects success after years of investment and trophy wins. Moreover, the competitive landscape in the Premier League has shifted. Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal have all shown signs of strength, and their pursuit of the title adds pressure on City. Chelsea's recent form has reignited their title hopes, while Arsenal's consistency makes them formidable contenders. Fans are now closely watching how these teams will respond to City's struggles and whether they can capitalize on the situation. Guardiola's strategy moving forward will be crucial. The manager has historically been adept at navigating tough times, but the current scenario poses unique challenges. "It's about rebuilding confidence and ensuring we play to our strengths," he said, underlining the need for tactical adjustments. As the transfer window approaches, all eyes will be on Manchester City to see how they respond. With financial backing from their record revenues, there's an expectation that the club will act decisively to bolster the squad. Names have already begun circulating in the media as potential targets, with fans hoping for swift action to bring in quality players who can make an immediate impact. The ripple effects of Guardiola's comments are already being felt in the market, with speculation around players leaving and joining intensifying. The stakes have never been higher, and how Manchester City navigates this pivotal moment will define not only their season but also their legacy in the Premier League. As the January transfer window approaches, anticipation is building. Can Guardiola and City turn the tide before it's too late? Why Liverpool faces suspension risks for 4 key players. Liverpool finds itself in a precarious situation with 4 players on the brink of suspension as they prepare to face Manchester United this Sunday. Here's why this is a pressing concern. As most Premier League clubs reach the halfway mark of the season following their 19th match during the festive period, Liverpool's situation is complicated by the postponement of their clash against Everton earlier in December. This means that the Reds will have one extra game to navigate before officially hitting the halfway point. Under Premier League regulations, any player who accumulates 5 yellow cards in their first 19 matches will face a 1-match suspension. This rule puts Ryan Gravenberch, Cody Gakpo, Darwin Núñez, and Ibrahima Konate at risk, with all 4 having received 4 yellow cards recently, though Konate's involvement remains uncertain. If any of these players receive a yellow card from referee Michael Oliver at Anfield, they will be sidelined for the crucial away game against Nottingham Forest on January 14th. It's important to note that yellow card suspensions do not carry over to domestic cup competitions, a detail highlighted when Andy Robertson missed a League Cup match after a red card. However, there is a silver lining. If these players can avoid yellow cards during the match against United, their tally resets, allowing them to dodge suspension entirely. But the stakes are high. A player cautioned 10 times during the first 32 Premier League matches faces a 2-match ban. Liverpool has already seen Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai serve suspensions after reaching the 5-card threshold, with Szoboszlai now available to play against United after missing the West Ham game. On the other side, Manchester United will welcome back Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte, both of whom have completed their 1-match suspensions, adding further intensity to this already high-stakes clash. Sunday's match officials include Oliver as the main referee, supported by Stuart Burt and Lee Betts, with Chris Kavanagh serving as the VAR and Craig Pawson as the 4th official. As Liverpool prepares for this pivotal encounter, the risk of suspensions looms large, adding an extra layer of tension to the match. Will the Reds navigate this challenge successfully, or will they be forced to contend with critical absences? The answer could shape their season. Manchester United dips towards relegation form ahead of Liverpool clash, shameful. As Manchester United finds itself closer to the relegation zone than Liverpool is to second place, new manager Ruben Amorim has admitted that his team is being pulled into a relegation battle. This Sunday's showdown between Liverpool and Manchester United highlights a stark contrast. While Arne Slot's squad sets the pace at the top of the table, Amorim's men are teetering on the brink of disaster. After 19 matches, United languishes in 14th place, just 7 points clear of the drop zone, a margin slimmer than the 8-point gap separating the Reds from second-placed Nottingham Forest. Following a disheartening 2-0 defeat to Newcastle on Monday, marking their 9th league loss and Amorim's 6th since taking charge, the spectre of relegation looms large. When asked by BBC Sport if his team is now fighting to avoid relegation, Amorim candidly responded, "I think that's a possibility. We must be clear with our fans. We need to change something. This season will be very difficult for everyone." It's hard to believe that Gary Neville once predicted Manchester United would finish ahead of Liverpool this season. Talk about wishful thinking. Currently, Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton occupy the relegation spots, but United's recent performance positions them as the second-worst team in the league, having earned just 3 points from the last 18 available. In contrast, Liverpool has secured 14 points during the same stretch, trailing only Nottingham Forest, whom Slot's team will face again on January 14th. No Liverpool fan will underestimate the significance of Sunday's match. In encounters like this, form often goes out the window. Yet Amorim's stark assessment of the current situation has been nothing short of damning. When asked if it was embarrassing to discuss relegation as the manager of Manchester United, he replied, "Yes. This is also my fault at this moment. The team is not improving. It feels a bit lost right now, so it's quite embarrassing to be the manager of Manchester United and to lose so many games." As fans gear up for the match, there's hope that Amorim will suffer yet another defeat, deepening the gloom around what is already the worst start for any United manager in 103 years. The stakes couldn't be higher as United prepares to face Liverpool in a clash that could define their season. Will they rise to the occasion, or will their struggles continue?